Hi, my name's Willow, and I am a trans-femme non-binary person. What that means, at least as far as I'm concerned, is that I am a non-binary person who does not entirely feel aligned with male or female. But as someone who was assigned male at birth, I lean towards the feminine. Very much so. In that sense, I am trans-femme. And there are things that I want to do to reinforce my femininity. One of them is laser hair removal. I am very, very, very eager to have laser hair removal on as much of my body as possible, honestly, but mainly my face. My face, my neck, and my chest are the three areas that I want to address as soon as possible. I've been struggling with gender dysphoria for many, many years, and I've been able to correct a lot of that by changing my wardrobe to an entirely feminine wardrobe, by growing my hair out and looking after it as best I can, by wearing makeup every day. But there are still things that unsettle me about myself, and if, for example, my stubble is particularly bad on any given day, if I don't shave very well, if my makeup cannot hide it, I genuinely struggle to leave the house. I struggle to make a video. I struggle with a lot of things. Now I know that these are problems that might seem small to a lot of people. And if you think that these are small problems and that other people have things much worse, etc., etc., I'm not going to invalidate that, I understand. But this is a video to my audience, to the people that love what I do, the people who support me, and I have an incredibly kind and wonderful community. Every day that I put out a video, I look forward to my comments. I look forward to having conversations with the people that share everything that I do and love what I do and talk to me, etc., etc. My community is amazing. So what I'm doing here is just asking people to support me on Patreon if they want to. I want to get laser hair removal, and it costs a lot of money. It costs thousands, depending on how much you want done. And it's also going to take a lot of time, months and months and months of work, and I could really just do with a little extra support on Patreon to help see that through, to make the process as easy and painless as possible, at least financially. I have a lot of tattoos, so I'm not worried about the physical pain, but the financial pain is a struggle. And I'm choosing to do this at a time when we are at a cost of living or cost of greed crisis in the UK. And so I could just do with a little extra financial support. That's all. This is just a video asking people if they have the money, if they have the means, if they love what I do, to support me on Patreon. Tiers start at $1 and go up to $30. I already have an amazing Patreon community. At the time of recording, I have just under 100 patrons. They help me pay my bills, they help me pay my rent. They are incredible, wonderful people. But I'm trying here to be transparent about what my Patreon money would go towards. Right now, as I said, bills and some of my rent. But I also want to pay for this laser hair removal. I am quite desperate for it at this point. There are things that I get dysphoric about, and there are things that I don't. There are aspects of my physical form, my gender expression, that don't bother me, and things that do. And hair, body hair, is the big one. I love my hair. I hate having facial hair and body hair, and I desperately want to remove those things. So, if you are willing to, if you have the finances, if you enjoy what I do and you want to support me, this is just a call for you to join my Patreon. An already beautiful and wonderful and exciting Patreon community. I love my patrons. They're amazing people. One of them recently got a Books and Bow tattoo, which I honestly cannot believe is a real thing that happened. It's utterly amazing. So that's it. I'm starting to talk in circles. I have gender dysphoria. I want to fix it with laser hair removal. I'm going to struggle to afford that, so if you want to pledge to my Patreon, I would really, really appreciate your financial support. This is not a cry for help. This is not me saying that I am destitute. This is just me asking if you can join my Patreon, if you want to support me, if you love what I do, throw a few dollars my way, and it will help me immeasurably. I love my Patreon. I love my fans, my supporters. They're incredible people. So, if you want to help me out, join my Patreon. I would really appreciate it. My next video will be about books. Or travel. I'm not sure. Subscribe for books.